Hello again. Today we have two more stories. The first is about a young man who is wrongly being accused of something very serious. The second is about a woman damaged from a previous one-night stand and how it's affecting her current relationship. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This story is titled, My 17 male best friend, 17 female, is accusing me of sexually assaulting her. We were at a party. While everyone was down partying, my friend group, 4 guys 1 girl, was upstairs hanging out. My best friend starts to take her clothes off and suggests we have an orgy. I couldn't tell if she was joking or serious. That's when she started kissing me and the guys were recording and laughing. I pushed her off of me because it was weird. She's like my sister, our parents are best friends. I wasn't into it, so I was about to leave and I advised her to go as well, but she wanted to stay. I'm not sure what happened after I left, but the next morning I saw videos of her all over social media having sex with these guys. My parents came into my room upset, asking if I had done something to her. Her parents had just called them, going off telling them what she said me and the other guys had done. Now everyone seems to think I'm a pervert. I wanna ask her why she did that, but her parents won't let her anywhere near me. Maybe she was just embarrassed. Why would she lie on me knowing I had left? Yes, she did say every guy who was in that room that night sexually assaulted her. I'm not sure what happened after I left. We were all drunk. I didn't abandon her to get sexually assaulted. She wanted to have her orgy and that's what I thought was going to happen. I've known these guys since the 3rd grade. I didn't think they were capable of anything like this. We were all really close. I didn't think they would do something to hurt her. I don't know if she's telling the truth, but I also don't know if she's lying. Comment 1. That reminds me of something that happened to me when I was 19 that involved the cops, much less serious though. I was having a few grain pops at my apartment with a couple of friends. And later we ended up at a shopping mall, which in my youth was a place to meet nice young ladies, not barflies like you meet at the bars. So this one guy that I was with got pissed off at something a woman said to him, went into the men's room, and broke a toilet paper dispenser off the wall to get his aggression out. We were standing outside waiting for him to finish using the facilities, not knowing he was vandalizing the room. Some old guy that was in there at the same time came out and told security that all 3 of us were trashing the bathroom. The police were called and showed up in seemingly record time. I guess it was a slow night. So despite my protest of being innocent as well as the protests of the guy that actually did the damage, we all get arrested for malicious destruction of property. Prior to that, I told mall security that I had $100 in my wallet and would pay for the damages if they would just let us leave. None of that mattered to the police or mall security, who apparently felt as if arresting us was the only course of action. I had never been in trouble with the law in my life. Drinking was legal at 19 for me, so there was nothing I was doing wrong there. The mall was close by and we walked there. No drunk driving involved. The bathrooms weren't in a very public area, so no disturbing the peace or any other trumped up charges for them to get us on. We really weren't that drunk, just a little buzzed. Anyway, that happened on a Saturday, and by Monday the charges had been dropped by the mall owners, who probably laughed at the whole situation. No matter, it was a small town and somehow people found out about it and thought of us as trouble for a small time period. No matter what, even if you're innocent, it just takes one false accusation to upset your life for what is hopefully a short time period or even longer, depending on the charge. I think you should take a break from that friendship and hope you don't end up in prison for something you didn't do. Definitely be upfront with this and seek legal advice. This kind of thing can ruin a life tenfold. Comment 2. If she lied about you sexually assaulting her, ghost her in real life and on all social media, but do not block her, and ask your parents to get you a lawyer on retainer. Save and document everything. The reason I say to ghost but not block on social media is because she may give herself away and blow her own case against you by something she says to you. Your lawyer will explain this strategy. Comment 3. Tell the truth, that she wanted to stay when you were ready to go. That you thought the situation wasn't right but she was insistent on staying. You really don't know what happened, so maybe she was just embarrassed that it was on social media. Have your parents tell her parents your side. Sexual assault is a serious accusation. Your friend needs to tell the truth on what really happened. Maybe the others involved can clear your name. Comment 4. 1. The video is considered child porn because it involves minors. 2. I would consult with a lawyer ASAP. 3. You said you left, so clearly the video will prove that you weren't participating in this. 4. She probably lied because she's remorseful and embarrassed, so she's going to take you all down. 5. Don't talk to her or anyone else about this. You have nothing to say except to your attorney. 6. Document. Sorry someone is doing this to you. Comment 5. Get a lawyer, quick. This stuff can mess up your future real quick if it is not handled immediately. Do not contact her, but tell your parents the truth and then go file a report with the police about what happened. If she has not reported it to the police, her parents may try to get her to do it. You will have already made your statement and it may help keep you from being arrested. Especially if there are other people who can vouch that you were somewhere else during the times the videos were being made. Do not spare the feelings or reputations of anyone that was involved, because do not expect him to tell the truth about what happened. Right now she is not your friend if she has accused you of this. Let her parents handle any counseling she may need. Best thing for you is to stay away from her and have no contact whatsoever. If you try to talk to her to convince her that you were not there, can be construed as witness tampering if she files charges against all involved. Protect yourself. This story is titled, I, 22 female, confessed to my boyfriend, 24 male, about being sexually assaulted in the past and it's negatively affected our sex life. Background: when I was 19, I went to this college party with my friend. I went home with someone while I was drunk. Although the sex started off consensual, he became super aggressive. He didn't ask my permission before doing anything, forced anal on me and started choking me excessively without stopping. I got bruises on my neck. Initially I tried to say no, but after a while I just froze up. After he was done, he just got up and left. I was very sexually inexperienced before this and was traumatized. I cried for probably days afterwards. I was celibate all through college due to that experience. I was extremely ashamed of the whole situation and told no one. I eventually did see a therapist for my mental health in college and talked to her about it. I'm 22 now and 6 months ago I started dating this really sweet guy Kyle, 24. I knew he had a lot more sexual experience than me and it scared me a bit. I just told him I was super inexperienced and wanted to start off slow when it came to sex. He was super patient about it and waited for 2 months. When we first started having sex, he was super gentle and I think his gentleness helped me get over my anxiety about sex. Over time he gradually got a bit more assertive and intense with the sex, which I enjoyed. We talked about it and I told him that although I wasn't comfortable with choking or slapping, I liked it when he was more dominant in bed. Things were great, but everything went to shite 2 weeks ago. During a sexual experience, he didn't exactly choke me, but while his weight was on top of me, he placed both his hands over my neck while kissing me. I freaked out and froze. It was kinda a reflex and almost like I had a flashback of my past experience. My BF immediately stopped and asked me if I was okay and apologized for what he did. I felt embarrassed for the way I froze up, especially when he didn't really do anything wrong, and started crying. I told him about what happened when I was 19 and said that it's just something I have to work through. My boyfriend was very compassionate when I told him about this. He spent like 2 hours just cuddling me and I felt really safe and secure. However, since then it's almost like he's scared to have sex with me. I've had to initiate it almost every time. He's only initiated it once, which is so not like him. Whenever we have sex now, he is super gentle and asks me before he does anything, and I mean anything. He asks before giving me oral, playing with my breasts, turning me around, holding my arms, etc. He's also constantly asking if I'm okay during it. The sex is still good because he's good at sex and I know he's just concerned about me, but his overcautiousness makes me feel like I'm damaged. I've tried to talk to him about this and told him he doesn't have to treat me like I'm made of glass. He acted like he understood, but the very next time, although he initiated, he still did the exact same shite. I kind of regret telling anything and don't know what to do. I don't want him to be scared to have sex with me and I'm getting a bit frustrated. Comment 1. It's going to take him time to feel comfortable with being dominant again. I know it isn't about him, but my guess is that he truly cares for you and never wants you to feel the way you did with him in that one instance again. It scared him because he didn't know, and now he's afraid of bringing you into that traumatic position again. Maybe you should start being a bit more assertive to help him feel more comfortable again. Just a thought. As the significant other of someone who experienced similar trauma, this is how I felt. It doesn't mean he is the same way as me, but I think I thought I would share my reaction to a similar situation. Comment 2. First, I'm sorry about your experience with sexual assault. That's horrible. Your boyfriend is an angel. This will eventually subside in time, but you need to be patient with him the same way he has been so super patient and understanding with you. Comment 3. I feel bad for you. That's horrible what you went through. I do know how your BF feels though. Being accused of sexual assault is on his mind. He's not sure what the limits are between playful aggression and spending many years in prison. He'd rather bow out of the game than lose at it. As for advice, keep in therapy and maybe have a safe word so he knows when to stop doing things you're uncomfortable with. Comment 4. He's asking you because he's freaked out about hurting you and wants you to feel safe. You need to have a conversation with him again and probably multiple times in order for you both to get through this. Don't stop communicating, as trauma like yours can be extremely debilitating. Neither of you are doing anything wrong and you're not damaged. Explain to him how his overcautiousness is making you feel. Comment 5. Give him time to get comfortable being dominant again. But, it's important to set boundaries and communicate. Let him know what exactly is off limits, and also ensure he knows that you will communicate with him during sex if something feels off, if you start freezing up, etc. He wants to make sure he doesn't hurt you, so make sure he knows that you are comfortable enough with him to communicate when something is starting to tread into dangerous territory. Half the worry is that he'll hurt you and you won't speak up and stop him. Let him know you're not afraid of him, and that you trust him, and that you will stop him if you need to, but that it is your decision and your agency. I went through horrific sexual trauma in my teenage and college years, and the way my boyfriend and I are able to have fulfilling and, yes, kinky sex is that he knows that if something pushes a boundary, or if I'm just not comfortable with things going a certain direction at that moment, that I will communicate with him and let him know what is permanently or temporarily off limits. Good luck. I'm so sorry about what happened to you, but I'm so glad you've found someone like your boyfriend who only wants you to feel safe and comfortable. Kit. Thank you so very much for listening. Please check out my other videos and like and subscribe.